Hello there. Well, the Russians are claiming that Ukraine has taken out a fuel depot in Russia. Now, if this is true, I'm not sure it's a clever move by Ukraine, but it's being claimed that Ukraine has now attacked 2 targets well inside Russia. The sometimes disputed and unconfirmed reports say that the Russian Milerovo airbase was hit on the 25th of February and an oil facility in Belgorod was attacked today, causing a huge fire. With last month's target of Milerovo being to the east of the Donbass region, while Belgorod is to the north of Kharkiv. Also bear in mind that there was also an arms depot explosion in Belgorod on Tuesday, where the blame was initially placed on a Ukrainian attack, but some are now claiming it was an internal handling error. And all this comes amid fears that Russia has been planning to engage in false flag events inside its own country to justify going in much harder at Ukraine and maybe using some illegal weapons in the process. And there is also news that Putin is reinforcing his Ukraine campaign right now, with troops withdrawn from Georgia in readiness for a renewed onslaught. Now, attack helicopters, claimed to be Ukrainian, were filmed during today's attack. But Russia does use the same type of aircraft, so some are claiming this could be the start of Russian false flag activities. Now, a lot of people will see nothing wrong with Ukraine taking a pop at Russia and taking out some of its military infrastructure. An eye for an eye and all of that. But all it would take is one dead Russian civilian to significantly dent Zelensky's PR, especially if it was a child. The last thing Zelensky needs is the hardening of Russian hearts against him, and he will know that. Now, a lot of people will pipe up here and point out that the Ukrainian president is not averse to shelling civilians himself, so why would he care now? Well, he'd care now because he's the perceived victim and he's right in the spotlight, and one false move could see his arms supplies dry up. Especially when we hear that the US, Germany and France want Zelensky to hand over whatever territory and concessions it takes to end the war with Russia as quickly as possible. They could use the excuse of dead Russian non-combatants to freeze arms and money to Ukraine so as to force Zelensky's hand. Now, there does not seem to be much info on last month's attack, or incident, or whatever it was on Milerovo. But with the Belgorod incident today and helicopters being filmed there, then someone may well have fired missiles at the oil facility. But which side? And I've seen no official declaration from Ukraine that any of these events was actually them, although that may well change. But if it is Ukraine, then Zelensky has definitely upped the stakes somewhat.